Studio. Michael Stark.
What's going on?
Wow, look at this view.
Check it out.
Let's start with the view. What are we looking at here?
The LA Harbor.
From San Pedro, if you're local. San Pedro, if you don't know any better. Right here, the Marine Surveyor. Beautiful. Now tell us about LA Radio Studio.
LA Radio Studio. This is it.
.com.
This is one of the few places where there's a radio studio that has such a beautiful setting. Most radio studios are in buildings with no windows in the middle of the city, but we have a very unique situation here because we are overlooking the water and it's gorgeous. So
let's see the actual studio and then tell us what you do here. Besides radio, podcasting.
Here's the studio itself.
You are listening to Phil Hewlett and Friends, coming to you from Berth 76 at the Ports of Call in San Pedro, California, overlooking the bustling Los Angeles harbor through the soundproof windows of the palatial LA Radio Studio. I'm Phil Hewlett, and I thank you for listening.
Before we go on, everybody pick a various camera and wave at it, because the switcher is switching. That's Sweet Jen, and we're getting to say hi to people on the internets, on the
Bob's
interwebs.
not waving.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because as Mike points out now, not only are we a radio studio, but we're also now a TV studio. Isn't that right?
You are correct, sir.
Hi everyone, my name's Bill Ward, and we're back on the air, and this is the Rock.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. What a great way to start the show. 3 in a row, Metallica.
K Tahoe, KDSK, Wednesday night Knucklehead radio program coming to you from Ports of Call Village in San Pedro, California. LA Radio Studios, Mike Stark, thank you once again for making this available to us.
I always love being one of the knuckleheads.
It's always nice to work in a professional environment like every other month.
I wouldn't go that far, my friend.
Yeah, got a big countdown clock on the wall. We got Gary behind the glass.
That's right.
It's
How
like-
does my profile look through the glass?
About the same.
Okay, just
So-
wanted to make sure.
The studio is meant to be a rental for anybody that wants to rent to do live radio, that wants to do develop a radio show, wants to do podcasts. If you're a corporate company and you want to do webinars, we're basically anything to do with audio we are ready to do. We also have a setup in the studio where we can set bands up. We had an unsigned music show here a couple weeks ago where we had 14 bands artists play over a 3-hour period, and we set them up and it plugs directly into the board from a box over in the studio, and it makes for a little better in-studio radio appearance for live bands and artists.
Coming to you live from the LA Radio Studio on Radio Screamer, Phil Collin, Debbie Blackwell Cook, and Forrest Robinson. Take it away, guys.
Just another James Bond movie. He's a lover, he don't use me. Just another James Bond movie. Always saves the day, and steals my love away.
They're lost in Mississippi, and the sun going down.
Are you, baby, are you? Are you, baby, are you? Whiskey or water? Whiskey or water?
I took classes at Cal State Long Beach in radio back in the 70s. Went to work at ABC Television, worked there for several years, then went to ABC Radio till I was laid off, and then I became a freelancer in '83, and I've been doing freelance radio work since until this project came about, and we're just happy to have this facility to do all kinds of creative things.
So if everyone visits your website, they could follow all the links to this
That's
LA
right.
studio.
LAradiostudio.com. LAradiostudio.com. LAradiostudio.com.
And there is the logo. Great logo.